Hey there. Hey everybody. We're live here at the compound. Good morning. This is actually a good time to get a few things going before the sun starts cooking everything off. Found some fishing poles in this. Live at work. Awesome. Hi, Ian Matthews. So I was checking the UK weather, and it's about 68 degrees and pretty much overcast, right? A dull day, as you say, right? I found some more fishing poles and stuff. They got wet and rainy here. Yep, another dull day, I guess. It's not supposed to be raining all day, though. A lot cooler than it is here. Well, right now it's only 68 degrees, but it's going to get up to 97. Hello, King. Scrapping Cash. Hi, Kingdom from Western Australia. Hello, Steve. So when I was out and about yesterday, I found out dry in the shed, though. It better be dry in the shed. You got some roofing. Got another wood burner to make. Oh yeah, so you say you were commissioned to build a few, I guess. They look pretty good, actually. Very handy. Today I found, I don't know, about 10 pounds of copper, maybe. And a couple of air cons. And water heaters and a furnace. And a screen. What I really need to do is making one for the backyard patio door, but it's an Anderson window, and I never find one that fits our house. Our house is kind of like one of a kind, more or less, because it was built from materials, I don't know, like leftover stuff. The original house was destroyed in a tornado, like in 1990. I'm a bit more organized today, believe it or not, than I was the other day. I was losing my mind. I cleared out some of that and moved it around. And I've been busy with the air cons, tearing them apart. Got some coils there going. Yep, looks organized. Hey, this is my level of organization. This would send most people into the nut house. A bit more copper here on that, and to make them clean, of course, the ends have to come off. The dream is to get this beastie boy running here. Put it back on the road. I don't know how they are right now, but I've driven this thing around for 10 years with a busted windshield like this, but I don't know, in the past couple of years they might have gotten a little bit more strict. I might not be able to get away with it so much now. So, we'll see. I was going to take the windshield out of this red one over here that I've been picking parts off of slowly. but the windshield's cracked right there, so it's not really usable, unfortunately. And I got a little bin right here to burn my rubbish every now and then, but I don't. You have to babysit your fire if you have one, because the landlord will have a conniption fit if you light your barrel and then leave. Mr. Scrappity, you. I noticed, Mr. Scrappity, like half your commenters complain all the time when you delete your videos. They're like, why does he do that? I'm like, I don't know. That's him. He makes them rare. Instead of having like 2,000 like I got. After I'm done with the live stream, I'm going to get to work here, but I'm like, I deleted my Instagram account this morning. Oh well, right? If you don't want an Instagram account, then, you know, good riddance. Maybe you'll start another one. There's some number 2 copper right there. I could actually probably, you know, people that are much more handy than me, such as Ian Matthews and stuff like that, would see this copper and turn most of this copper into number 1. Which I think I might. But when it comes down to it, the king really doesn't have that much copper. There's not enough copper here to sustain me. And yes, I get commenters saying, well, you should just get rid of the compound. But the thing is about the compound is it provides me with a place to load and unload. And I actually save more money having this place in fuel that I would waste driving back and forth to the scrapyard all day long, you know. The idea of me scrapping and working for myself is I could be with my family whenever I want to, you know what I mean? Or whenever I don't want to. Or I can come here, and this is my man cave, because a man needs his cave. And, you know, I don't go to the bar, I don't drink and stuff like that, so, every man needs his escape, I think. I plugged this thing in and it ran, but it doesn't hold air, or I don't know. So, I got some more copper here. I could probably clean that up. And some wire tidbits here. Don't really have a tremendous amount of wire cable. I've got a broken bits pile. Just waiting to weaponize a dishwasher or washing machine, whatever's more handy. Open the lid and add a few pounds. And some brass right here. You can pick away at that, and I'm sure you noticed a few brass bits there, which I don't have a tremendous amount of brass either. So what I plan on doing on Monday when the yards are open is closed Thursday, Friday, yesterday, today, because it's the 4th of July, Sunday obviously, nobody's open on Sunday. So Monday, but the family wants me to spend time with them today for the 4th of July holiday. Oh, a little bit more bits of copper magically appear right there. I have a few oil filters left over there. I pawned off most of them already. James Arthur. There's only one in the city they think that's open. Who are they? What city? Chicago? The Chicago prices are really low. Like Duke in the... Well, the pay is low, yep. Like Duke in the city, he's only $70 a ton, and Duke in Joliet is $90 a ton. So strangely, the prices are higher here in Joliet. I don't know why. Even the little junkyard is $80 a ton, which isn't great. South, it's bad. I'm trying. Is that Big Daddy's? That scrapyard, Big Daddy's? I've been to that place once or twice. I'll be honest with you, I can't stand that place. Oh, Berlinski. Oh, God. Yeah, they're still around. Ripping the customers off. That place, I can't stand that place. A lot of people like it, though. You know, you go there and they have a magnet. You just pull your truck up and they have a magnet. They have a what? They have a magnet? I am not there. Yeah, they have a magnet and it takes your scrap right out. Well, I mean, you know, if you're like a scrap hobbyist or something or, you know, you're 85 years old, great. You know what I mean? But if you're the king, yes, I was only there once and it wasn't appealing. Yeah, like about 10 years ago, they still didn't have a digital scale. They have a digital scale now, but, you know, with a display. They had the really old-fashioned one from, like, you know, 1900 with the slide weights and stuff like that, and no display. So you had no idea how much. So when I first moved out here to Joliet, that's all I heard was everything about Berlinski. There's even a couple signs on Interstate 80. It says highest prices paid. I don't even understand what that. Cincinnati price is still in the pits. $70 a ton. No, you know what, Mr. Scrapperty? No signs are changing. There, I'll give you a sign that it's going to change. It's going to go down. If you didn't see my very infamous where I was doing the most unscrap and pallet man gesture imaginable. That cost me 40 subscribers. When I looked to the sky, surprisingly, it didn't cost me any Australian subscribers because I'm not gonna laugh anymore. I don't know. I got a lot of them that don't really believe in God or whatever so much. So, how did I get off on that tangent? Oh, it's gonna go down. My infamous video where I was being blasphemous. Yeah, they closed the gates at Lamont unannounced. Okay, but they were really open, technically. Okay, they were allowing other junkyards to come and drop their stuff off, but no customers. Good afternoon. Hey, Jimmy 5. Yeah, Lamont on Thursday was allowing scrapyards to bring stuff there, but no customers. So, well, I didn't know. But they weren't answering the phone, because a lot of times they don't answer the phone. You ring it and the lady doesn't answer, but sometimes she does. She goes, Lamont Scrap! You can tell she's tired of answering the phone by the way she answers it. How much is steel and aluminum? 90 a ton and 18 cents a pound. Click. Les always takes the big ones. Yeah, Les isn't stupid. Okay, that man's been in business forever. Before there was running water and electricity, and that guy has survived every up and down. Les is not stupid. Every other junkyard would go out of business before him. He would be the last man standing. So when I realized what they were doing, okay, I didn't explain it very well in that video, but I've been doing this since I was 5 years old, and when they do something like that, especially in an election year like this, okay, where things look a little shaky, the guy at the gate's telling me, he was really honest, he's like, oh, well, we're only taking our big accounts, and we're not taking you guys, so we're clearing out the yard, we're reducing our file. You know what that means? They're getting ready for the price to drop. It's going down, and it's going down huge. Yes, Les has generations of, yeah, he's got his son Matt is working there. He's been working there for 10 years. Matt's changed a lot of things around. He's computerized everything there. I guess he had his dad install like this Texas shredder, like maybe about, that's the brand it is, like probably 8 or, maybe 10 years ago? 10 years ago. More than that. When the prices were really high, 2008. Okay, so that's like 12 years ago. And even like when the copper was really high, they bought like this copper granulator, which I noticed they don't use anymore. You could put any kind of wire in this wire stripper. It's like a $25,000 wire stripper that they stopped using, and it shreds the plastic. Yeah, they did have an uncle in the business, and there was this huge family fallout. You know, in my travels of scrapping, I actually ran into a family member that they're like asking me, oh, where do you take your scrap? I'm like, oh, I take it to Lamont a lot, but not entirely. Oh, yeah, well, we had a falling out with them, you know, so it was really giving me insight. So I guess there was a bitter dispute between the family, and the family split up. So part of the family is not in the business, or if they are in the business, they are like removed entirely from Lamont Scrap. So it belongs to Les and family, Les and the son. I used to think one of the ladies that worked there was Matt's sister. The lady that's got the 2 little boys. Yeah, a dispute happened over, you know what it happened over? Happened over money. Happened over money. One guy wanted the uncle wanted to run it one way, and well, Les being you know, the penny pincher, and he didn't he didn't want to spend the money his brother did, or whoever. So Whitley, yeah, and yeah, just it's unfortunate. Yeah, no, Amy is really nice. What's the other lady's name? You could tell. Well, they both of them smoke. What the heck's her name? She's really nice too, but she could be. Oh, Vic. Yeah, Vicky got in trouble because of me. Okay, about a year and a half ago, because I was recording that digital price display that they have, and Les is looking. You know, he's in the office, and you know he's looking at the cameras when he's in the office. Les comes marching out. Okay. Like a soldier, he comes marching out through the office, opens the door, puts his hand right in front of my camera. He goes, no. He blocked the camera. No. Turn it off. Turn it off. No. Don't do that in here. You can't take pictures of my prices. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. So, that's why I never show the prices at Lamont anymore. Okay, because you're not allowed to record his prices. And you know how the price app, he's like, yeah, report your prices. A lot of junkyards don't want to report their prices. Okay, yeah, I know, that sucks. So, yeah, he was really pissed. I was actually, I'm surprised I didn't get a yard ban, but the only reason why I didn't get a yard ban, when I think about it, is because I've been scrapping there forever, and those people kind of like me. And, I when I go there, I play by the rules, so, just have respect for them, and they have unending respect for you. So, they're good people to do business with, and I have nothing bad to say about them. They're good people. They're good people because they helped me pay the mortgage on my house, and they helped send my kids to Catholic school. So, yeah, Amy and Matt's cool. Matt's nice. I mean, when you're really thirsty, they have like the private, the office, like for the employees. They have a water cooler. If no other customers are looking, okay, they'll let me go and fill my jug up with ice cold water. Saturday donuts. They don't do the Saturday donuts anymore. I guess Les got kind of mad. Some customers were taking 4 and 5 donuts, which is wrong. I mean, at the end of the day, like, around on Saturday around like 11:15 or something like that, they would let you take 2 or 3 or whatever if there's a bunch left. But no, like at 8 in the morning, some customers were taking. Yep. See, I'm not full of, like, when I was seeing people do that, I'm like, man, don't you know who these people are? I mean, they're nice, but you know what? They're not stupid. Okay? And anytime you do anything like a little bit nice, people end up taking advantage of it. So that's why junkyards in general, the people that run them are, a lot of times they're kind of surly. They're kind of like, bah, like Oscar from Sesame Street. Ah, what do you want? Well, being in this business makes you that way. Because I think a lot of it's got to do with the margins. Margins are always pretty tight. Those are all my claims. So yeah, we agree on Berlinski's scrapyard that really. Hey, they're in business forever too, so I mean, they know what they're doing. Like Old Man Billy at Route 83 Junkyard. Where the heck is Old Man Billy at Route 83? Oh, are you talking about Cherry Valley, which is not there anymore? There's Cherry Valley and there was Hub Auto Parts. Auto. Yeah, there was an auto junkyard at, in Willow Springs. Remember that Cherry Valley junkyard? Oh yeah, okay, Billy, he had that 2-story, it was like a 2-story white house building. Hub was great. Hub was awesome. Hub was a really good. So, I don't know how old you are, but if you can remember A Reliable Auto Parts when it was in Robbins, Illinois. Robbins, Illinois is like probably one of the poorest communities in America. He had the Bulldog too. Yep. Yeah, he had that white two-story building. I bought an old Cadillac out of there. Like, you know, if you're a regular customer, sometimes they'd sell you a car. You know, if you were really interested in it. But yeah, A Reliable when it was in the Robbins. I remember when I was a kid, me and my brother would go in there. We would we'd buy a car part, but we'd throw like a bunch of car parts over the fence, go around the street, and then load up doors, hoods, fenders, water pumps, radiators. That was until one day when they caught me. This is like back in the day. I had a '73 Cadillac Sedan DeVille, and those people did a pick and pull. Yeah, back in the day, the dude started shooting at the Cadillac, and I remember the bullets hitting the bumper on the Cadillac. It was a '73. It had like those rock solid steel bumpers, and like I remember the bullet. I'm like, holy shit! I had that thing in reverse. I mean, I was going about 40 miles an hour down. Yeah, they were pissed. I didn't come back to that junkyard for about 3 years. That's how scared I was. Only way I'm coming back there is with a new identity. Yeah, pick and pull. I used to be able to do that to pick and pull, but they have an electric fence there now, so you can't really do too much. They used to give away free gasoline though. When I look back on it, wow, that was dangerous. They had the used drain gasoline tank, and it was sitting in the ground. Yeah, Jerry busted you stealing Camaro emblems. You know that they know customers do that shit. You know, they go back out there and then they see like screwdriver marks on the quarter panel fenders and stuff like that, and they know. Yeah, junkyards they're wise to a lot of, scared the hell out of me. Yep, that's, God bless him. Yeah, his daughter was at my, him and his daughter, they were at my wedding, believe it or not. I'll have to find some old photos. I was in the wrong. Well, yeah, I mean, if we're stealing from the scrapyard, you're always in the wrong. Yeah, well, I got way back in 1991, so, yeah, he was still alive. He died like over a decade ago. The place is like a parking lot for trucks or something now. I always thought the Forest Preserve would like try and take it over, but apparently they can't or they won't, so. Yeah, the guy, I was kind of interested in that trailer like way down there. Well, I guess the guy sold it to somebody. He's got 5 times the amount of like junky cars that I do. I don't want any of them. I would have loved to own that place. I remember even asking his daughter when we went out to eat. Me, my wife, and her. And I asked her if her and her brother were interested in operating it, and they didn't want anything to do with it. So after her dad died, you know, the family just, like, I don't know, they got rid of all the cars and they scrapped everything, and they sold the property. I'm like, don't you want to run the junkyard? Don't you want to? Nope. Nothing to do with it. I mean, that would have been cool. I mean, I could fantasize myself becoming a multi-millionaire and actually loving it. I come fully equipped and knowledged in the business, pretty much. No, nobody does, actually. Not even Les from Lamont Scrap. Nobody knows everything about this business. It changes day to day. Each day is different. Yeah, I remember that. They had a bunch of old Chicago police cars. Yep. They had like about 5 of them sitting on top of like old shipping containers and stuff. Like they had like the cars they didn't want anybody touching, completely out of your reach. There's somebody in my neighborhood that had the old the police command unit van from the John Wayne Gacy investigation. That was creepy. He had it for like about 10 years in his driveway. I guess he sold it to somebody. But he was, well, I'm keeping it because it's a piece of history. I'm like, yeah. They live as collectors for everything. There's a Blues Brothers themed Route 66 like ice cream stand thing, because it was in that movie. It's over on Route 53. It's right near the Duke Junkyard. Yep, there's a smart guy. Have you ever been to, what's that? What's the name of that scrapyard? I can't remember it now. Been a while since I was there. It's on 135th and Western. Oh, Metro Recycling. Now, that place, I used to go west. You could bring anything in there. Fence posts with concrete and stuff like that. Do you remember when that place was like the way it was set up like a long time ago? You go there now and it's nothing like what it used to be. They had like concrete K-rail, like a corral for like the scrap iron, and yeah, right by the tracks. Yeah, about 10 or 15 years ago, that place used to be awesome. It was like the Wild West. You could bring the worst scrap in there, and there was nobody checking it. There was nobody checking on it, but the way it is now is like completely different. You still get the basket people pushing, shopping carts that I don't know, they troll up and down all the alleys in Blue Island, and they come in with like little bits of this and that, and like burnt wire and stuff like that. Burnt wire that the folk in the hood take into the local forest preserve, and they burn like the extension cords and stuff. They have a clump of like burnt copper wire. Guys in like bicycles, like with saddlebags and stuff like that, coming in there. Most junkyards don't take foot traffic, but that place does. People coming in on bicycles or... Oh yeah, that M&S, that I never liked that one. Snobby can't write in the chat. Little Snobby. Dusty blonde hogs. Yeah, we're talking about, well, this is live at the compound, but we're somehow or another ended up talking about local scrapyards and stuff like that, and how Metro is definitely, yeah, I think if I'm in the area over there, I would make a video of it. You know what I mean? they they don't really have any restrictions on cameras in the scrapyard. Like some junkyards don't like the place being videoed, and other ones, like Lamont really doesn't like everything being videoed. So when I go there, I don't really show much because the owner is very touchy about. I don't know. It's a competitive business, and they don't really like to show what they got. And other junkyards don't care because, I don't know. They just don't care. Like, there's a local Chinese one that guy doesn't really want you taking pictures or video of the inside of his place. Yes, yes, James, they certainly don't like showing their strategy. Same here, Mark Stone, same here. Not much places don't like to be videoed. Yep. They don't like, I think it's better put, they don't like their strategy being shown. Especially they're worried about the competitive aspect, like a competitor seeing stuff that, most people don't perceive. All they see is, oh, it's just a pile of scrap. No. It's not just a pile of scrap. It's how much is the pile, what day it is, what time of the day the scrap's there, what kind of scrap they got piled up. There's a whole lot to it. To the average eye, it just looks like a bunch of stuff, but there's way more to it than that. I even try to explain that to my wife and stuff like that. She's like, it's just a bunch of scrap. Okay, yeah, it is. The strategy, lots of moving parts. Yes, they like to keep a lot of the moving parts on scene, or when you do see them, all you see is, oh, that's a gondola truck filled with scrap. Oh, okay. No, but it's about movement. You're right. And what they're grinding up today. So, like on a day when they're grinding up a lot of aluminum, well, they're moving a lot of aluminum onto the market, and that means the price is going to change. It's either about to drop, or it's about to go up, and they want to be in the front door. See, that's the thing. That's the part that's sometimes difficult to tell, is when they start moving scrap, is the price going to drop, or is the price about to go up? And they want to be the first man in. Because for a while here, briefly, for like about 3 weeks, the price went back up to about 140, and it quickly started back down. Fill the junkie full. Some scrapyards will spy on others using Google Earth. Yes, you're right about that, Bill. And I don't know if you've been bothered by these solar panel installer companies trying to get you to sign on to having solar panels installed on your roof. Some places don't like to be videoed because they care more about safety to customers and don't want people from the machines theft come, like, to steal things. Yeah, a lot of scrapyards they've had trouble with thieves and stuff like that. So, like Lamont, okay, for instance, they have the extension cords and the wire and stuff like that. They keep that outside, but for the past like maybe 10 years, they take a crane at the end of the day, and they take this heavy piece of steel that you couldn't possibly move out of the way, and put it on top of all the extension cords. So unless you had a heavy piece of machinery, you would never get those extension cords out of that dumpster. So there's little techniques like that they don't want you to show. That's why like they have the inside shop. I never record that in there because that would be like bringing a camera into Les's bedroom. You know what I mean? You just can't film there. Wow, I never thought about that. Yep. He takes this gigantic piece of steel, like I don't know, they made it out of, I don't know, the bottom of a semi trailer or something. Whatever it is really heavy, and they take a crane, you know, one of the claw cranes, and then grab onto it and put it on top. So if you were a thief, you'll get like maybe one extension cord out. If you really tug on it, you might be able to get a yep. See, that's a junkyard way of security. Like, doesn't cost any money really, right? But it's really secure. Because junkyards don't want to spend money on anything, and I have that junkyard mentality. You know what I mean? That's me. Old beat up truck, right? That I'm hanging on to, that I got running, because you don't want to spend a lot of money on vehicles and stuff like that, because you're picking up and you're dealing with nearly worthless material, right? It's at its bottom value. Why would you spend any money on it? You want to spend nothing on it, or as little as possible. So that's what a lot of people say about this compound. They're like, well, you could save. Yeah, I would save. I wouldn't have rent. Okay, but then the trucks would be running 5 times as often to the scrapyard with small loads that I can't break down. Okay, where would I be able to take an air conditioner apart if I didn't have a compound? I know some scrappers do that, but a lot of scrapyards, if you've been to the junkyard lately, have rules about 15 minutes. You can only be in there for 15 minutes. You have to wear a mask, and no breaking of material in the yard because of the COVID-19 thing. So if I collect pallets and I didn't have a compound, I wouldn't be able to collect pallets anymore. Okay, because I'm not driving all the way across the city to go turn in 1 or 2 pallets. Okay, it's just not economically feasible. It wouldn't work. That's how I find them, 1, 2, 3 at a time. Okay, because I'm not really a pallet guy, but if I run across them, I'm not going to pass them up. That would be stupid. That's $3 right there. So if you're in the bottom end business, why would you pass up $3? Okay. Well, you would pass up $3 if you didn't have a viable way of getting rid of it. So it's stuff like that. All right. So if I had like 2 trucks, see, I have an Aussie subscriber, AU Scrapper, saying that, you know, if I got rid of the compound, yes, I would save the rent money, but I would way beyond below that on fuel running the stuff to the scrapyard. Like, I found this gigantic satellite dish from like the 1970s. Okay, it's all aluminum. Oh, what the heck am I gonna do with it? I found that at like 8 o'clock at night. The scrapyards are closed. What the heck am I gonna do with it? All right, it's tying up my truck. All right, so that means that pretty much my scrapping day is over unless I have a place to put it. Okay, what the heck am I gonna do? Oh, I have a compound. I know. I can take it there. My truck is freed up. Okay, even if I had 2 trucks, I'm tied up with that stupid thing. Put it on OfferUp or Craigslist. You think somebody would want that satellite dish from the 1970s? I didn't even think about that. Is that a thing? They make a hell of a sled. Oh, yeah. That would make a killer sled. Actually, here in town, about 4 or 5 years ago, I took my daughters to the local hill, and we had a couple of car hoods, right? And Eileen is sledding downhill in a Cadillac hood, and Nora's got a hood from a Toyota. And Eileen ran into a kid at the base of the hill, and completely cold-cocked the kid and the dad. The kid and the dad were they're standing at the bottom of the hill. Okay, like, why? Move out of the way, man. Don't just hang out at the bottom of the hill. She completely cold-cocked him with it. Boy, they were pissed. It was a lot of fun, though. That makes a mighty sled. An old car hood. Norris was faster. The shape of the Toyota hood is like the front part of it is like beveled more or something. I don't know. The Cadillac hood was like more flat and straight. So when it hit these people, they completely cold-cocked them. So it's a lot of fun, but it's certainly not like a 1-pound plastic toy sled. Leave it to the king to use some old scrap metal. Well, why not, right? It's free. Phew. All right, kids. Artistic piece. Oh, an artistic piece? Really? Hey, wait a minute. I'm almost out of battery power, but I'm gonna go around and show you the front of it is like loaded with like bird poop or something. I don't know what it is. You gotta watch your step around some of these spaces here. This place is like Bill the Junking Fool. His place in Poorville. You ever see Poorville or Povertyville? No, gnarly that is on the inside. There's this weird echo. Wow, hey that. I'm playing around now. Hello. 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 Wow, it actually changes the sound of your voice. I guess that's how it collects the beams, right? Or whatever from space. Must have been different kind of satellites back then. Feel like I'm at home when I watch Bill the Junking Fool. Except, I don't think you got broken glass laying around your place, which I need to clean up. It's not cool. Yeah, this isn't Poorville though. This is Povertyville. What? No, that thing was busted in. I wonder if the raccoons would like try to get in there. Well, I wonder if that car is ruined. I hope not. Well, it looks like it's steaming up inside. I never did vacuum the water out of it. I'll have to take care of that today or something. I never got the title for this stupid thing. I'm really mad. Plus I can't find the key. Lots of pallets. Yeah, I know, right? Well, only because I have a compound. I wouldn't pick up pallets if I didn't have a compound because there wouldn't be a place to put them. That's funny. I'm sure I could find some broken glass. Yeah, I got a pile of it. I got a pile of, yeah, I don't know, little broken bits right there that I raked up. So the idea this morning is to clear the space around this truck entirely, and maybe clear out the bed. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. Clear some of this stuff away to the side of the truck, and empty out my truck. Spend about a half an hour with the family blowing off fireworks, and then come back to the compound. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. And with that, as I see it starting to glitch. See you, everybody. Before the day gets hot, I gotta get to work. Been a slice. Throw some bacon on the burn barrel at the compound. So I pass through Fourville, Sister City. No, I need a muffler there. Yeah, right? It is Fourville, Sister City. This is Povertyville there, Mr. Scrapperty. You all think that I'm mental anyway, right? Especially when I lost 40 subscribers the other day, looking to the sky. Hello. Hi, Jesus. We love Jesus, right? Alright, kids. Well, I'm having a hard time letting the kids go. I got this little stash of scraps back here. This is like the other world. Gotta be careful here, because sometimes there's like a raccoon hiding in there. Don't trust it. Oh, there's a battery there. I forgot about the battery. Another aircon. I forgot about that. Imagine having so much scrap that you actually forget about it, like a piece or two. I didn't, I'm just joking. I forget about it. Alright guys, laters.